particle, liberty. And we gotta be very patient with ourselves. You know, those of us who can speak to each other, we have to be very patient with ourselves. In this part of the planet over here in North America, where we speak this language called English, Germanic, we got to be very patient with ourselves and each other. Ourselves meaning each other. Why? Because this language, or is it a language? This language or whatever, if it's not a language, the wordsmiths, correct me. Because for my lack of, for what I know right now, this language, if you can call it such, is very confusing. In the sense of when you're trying to explain something to someone. Why? Because one word can mean one word can have multiple meanings. Or one word interchanged with another word and they say this word means this word. Right? So when we speaking to each other, because of how the language is encoded, it's a coded system. The people that sit down and created it and sat down, it's code. Just like if it's those around that's listening to me now that are part of those who created it, they listening to me like, they laughing at me, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking their code, They know what I'm, But to those of us who speak, who use it, let's not use it to confuse it. Babylon, be still and know. Word sound is power. The words, the intent behind it carries a frequency, which is the power. So word sound is power. Our words that we speak carry a frequency of vibration, and it becomes, it manifests itself. It's power. That's what makes it power. So, like a principle says, life and death, right, is in the power of the tongue. Back to the rudder again. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. He that loveth it shall use it. Or he that, I forgot the verse. How the verse go? I know from experience, life and what people perceive as death or stress is in the power of the tongue. We create our experiences by what we speak, by the intention behind what we speak, behind the heart and mind power through what we speak. We create it, we bring it into being. I can tell you from my experience. Let me speak my experience. Let me share my experience with myself. So, when I was younger, I'm still young. I'm like, infinite years old. Well, when I was in the Babylonian conception of things. When I was a little child, and my conscious mind was forming, I thought what is that? It just came there. When I was a child, I thought as a child, behaved as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I became a child. When I was a child, I used to, you know what I'm saying? Because of the stress of not knowing, not remembering who or what I was. You come here, you like, you just soaking it all up. You know? You forgot. Some of us come here and we forgot, you know? It's my perception that some come here and they, you know, they remember. They never, you know what I'm saying? They can remember their past lives, so forth and so on. Oneness. My experience. So I come here, I'm like, no. So I accumulate a lot of negative experiences as a child. You know what I'm saying? And by my choices and my actions, I accumulated the negative consequences by my choices and my actions. And so, you know, I'm learning through my experience. I'm trying to learn in my environment. It's like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, the stress and the accumulation that I have built up, the stress that I accumulated, I'm like, based on the knowledge that I acquired, I'm like, the only thing I knew was, like, conscious was like prison, or, you know, it's like subconsciously, I knew you couldn't kill yourself for real. I knew that. Like, you can't really kill yourself. So subconsciously, I knew that. So it was like, so it's like, I wish for prison. You know, my life, you know, just the pressure. You know, my environment, I perceived it to be very restrictive. So, the astrological energy that I carry, you know, man, prison got to be better than this. I spoke it, I meant it. I kept verbalizing it. And then, you know, I ended up making more choices. And then one day, I woke up in prison, right? And I'm in the cell. I'm skipping a whole lot, right? Yeah, I'm in step out. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the information that I received as a child through conditioning. I was raised in a Christian household, let's say that. So I'm studying the Bible, yet I'm studying it from the heart. I'm going within, I'm asking the Creator. This was my thought about the whole thing. I'm like, look, I didn't make this book. I didn't create it, I didn't write it. I know Most High, I'm in here for a reason. My situation, how my whole situation, what landed me in prison, robbery, children, if you listen. Look, don't do that foolishness. Don't do that foolishness. You create, hey look, you know what I'm saying? If you need an experience, look, go in the forest or something. You know what I'm saying? You want to experience, go in the forest by yourself. You want some gangster shit? Excuse my language. You want some gangster stuff? You know what I'm saying? Go in the jungle. See if you can survive in the jungle. Just, you know, with what you know. That's gangster. See if you can survive off the land with just nature. That's gangster. See if you can self-sustain yourself, you know, like within nature. That's gangster. Now, go and pick up a gun, robbing someone for money or whatever, that's foolishness. You know, but if you need to learn that experience if you need to learn the hard way, like I learned the hard way. I was hard-headed. You know, I learned through I'm hands-on. I like to learn through my experience. So anyway, my experience was I asked for it, I got it. I woke up in the cell in the sense of my prayers and my studies, you know, because I'm asking the Creator within. Ain't no man I'm going to like, man, can you help me understand this? Because at that point I was like, look, Most High, anybody can just, you know, deceive. That's at my point of growth years ago. If you wanna give it a span of years, let's say over 20 years ago. That's been over 20 years ago, okay? Yet, like, yo, Most High, can you guide me with this book? Because I don't trust man to guide me with this book. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'm studying, so forth and so on, the principles, and boom, woke up. I came across that principle. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. He that, you know, so the essence of that came out to me. I'm like, whoa, whoa. Because I was like, yo, whoa. That's what I did in there. I'm like, this can't be real, man. This cannot be real. This can't be life. This can't be love. It's gotta be more. Hey, yeah, it is real. It is real. And it's not a place. It's a people. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, man. So, you know, be mindful of what we say, and be patient with each other, because that's what I started this dialogue with. You know, the I and I. That's the I. Is about, you know, peace tree, trading post. I was just reading the sign. Creativity, exhibiting signs of creativity. Life is one big road with lots of signs. We're in FLA, the land of flowers, and it is all of ours. It's not a state. It's a state of mind. I see you, Mr. Policeman. Well, hey, look, that car there just passed me, so I ain't. See what I'm saying? See how Babylon just seeks to, you know what I mean? Like the policeman, you know. He breathing just like I'm breathing. You know what I mean? Mr. Policeman, one love, Mr. Policeman. You breathing just like I'm breathing. One love. You know what I'm saying? One love, man. To all who are breathing organically. And to those who are, let's hold space of love to those who are not breathing organically. see it in the afterlife. What's after life? It's one life, man. One life. Life is one big road with lots of signs. So when you're riding through the rocks, don't you complicate your mind. Mind your breathing, man.